This is Elizabeth Santander from Miami-Dade Criminology Television. We have here our city mayors with the latest news about the progress in our city. Mr. Mayor, what is the news that you have for our citizen in this new season?
First, Ms. Santander, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity for this interview to speak to our fine citizens and yourself to address the issue which I ran for, which is the clearing up and eliminating of the high rate of crime that has plagued our inner cities and brought devastation and desolation to large areas around our downtown. We have worked together with community leaders, crime watch units with the residents, and they have helped us along with our Community Relations Bureau of the Police Department to identify the high rate of crime activities in the certain areas. We have taken the data, raw data of the crimes committed, the drugs, the prostitution, the assaults, the robberies, even the homicides, said to say, the gang activities. And with the help of the community, we've been able to identify the sources that were creating the opportunities for these crimes of opportunities. We have been able to identify nuisance properties in which we've identified where high rates of crime were being committed because there were areas of opportunities due to the devastation of the area going down and becoming dilapidated. People running out, leaving the communities because of the rates of crimes and the urban decay we've had. Thus, we've been able to identify abandoned structures, unsafe structures, and substandard structures that were being used by these criminal elements, thus facilitating and creating this vast expense we've had for criminal enforcement. By having identified this, working with the community, with the local media, and our Community Relations Bureau, we've been able to come up with a program to take action to restore our communities and reclaim what's ours. We've identified these structures, these abandoned structures, these structures where there have been nuisance properties, and we have gone into our role of identifying the ownerships. We've contacted and looked at our legal departments to find out what legal procedures we can to enforce either the demolition of these structures or the bringing up of their code violations to improve them so we can bring back the community, bring it to flourishment. It would be, if I were to use an imagery, it would be taking the weeds out of our lawns so our lawns can come back to be that tender, sweet grass that we need for our environment. By doing this, we've been able to eliminate these buildings, either take them back, have willing owners that seen our programs and partnered up with us, nonprofit organizations, community organizations, to be able to enforce the restoration and renovation of the area, either by taking buildings that needed to be repaired and upgraded, or those that had to be eliminated and reclaimed by the city and put up for public auctions, thus allowing new development to come in to lift up the neighborhoods. In those buildings where the owners have complied and established the buildings and lifted them, renovated them, regenerated them, we have seen an increase of the standard of living for the residents, to safe living where the children could play, go out in the streets and not worry about the crime around them. We are seeing an area in which the optimum worth of utilization of the land was really blatant, take back over, and now it's being utilized for its maximum potential economic worth. Thus, this brings up the whole economy in the neighborhood And we can now also add a fringe benefit from this. By eliminating the crime, we eliminate the huge expenditure of criminal enforcement. We can now use this same money in that area where we've decreased that expenditure to provide better services for our community. And we hope that you, as one of our local media representatives and your college, will see to being able to assist us to better improve our community. We'll be praying for you guys. We'll be looking forward. We'll be taking action. Our doors are open for you to better our community. I hope this answers your plans, what our plans are, and we are fulfilling our promises to you when we ask for your vote. We thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mayor, and we thank you very much for all the plans that you have for our city. Your plans are to prosper our city and to give assistance to those who need the help from all of us. Thank you. This is Elizabeth Santander from Criminology TV, Miami-Dade. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. Have a blessed day.